Here is a question from IRODO, from Fluid Mechanics or Hydrodynamics, question number 1.321. In this question it is given that the horizontal bottom of a wide vessel with an ideal fluid has a round orifice of radius r1 over which a round closed cylinder is mounted, whose radius is r2 greater than r1. The clearance between the cylinder and the bottom of the vessel is very small. The fluid density is rho. Find the static pressure of the fluid in the clearance as a function of the distance r from the axis of the orifice and the cylinder if the height of the fluid is equal to h. Now let's solve this question. The diagram of the following question is shown here. Now we are taking three radius or distances, respectively r1, r2 and r. Now we'll apply continuity equation. So let's solve the question. Applying continuity solution. Now let's apply continuity equation. Continuity equation at this 3 point, this point, this point and this point. From continuity equation, as we know, a1 v1 equal to a2 or a2 v2 is equal to a1 v1, that is again equal to av. But from the given figure it is found that the area A2 is equal to 2 pi r2 times y0 times y0 into v2. This is again equal to 2 pi r1 y0 times v1. This is again equal to 2 pi r y0 v. From this equation, if we solve this equation, then we can find r2 v2 is equal to r1 v1 equal to rv. So this is our equation number 1, where v1 represents the v1 is equal to velocity at orifice, velocity at orifice, which is equal to under root 2gh from Torricelli's theorem or from the velocity of a flask. This is called velocity of a flask. Velocity of a flask. Now again we'll apply Bernoulli theorem. Now applying Bernoulli theorem. Applying Bernoulli theorem. Bernoulli's theorem at a section B and A. If we apply Bernoulli theorem at a section A and B, then from Bernoulli equation we'll get P divided by rho g, where P is the pressure at the end B, plus V square divided by 2g plus h will be equal to P naught divided by rho g plus V1 square divided by 2g plus h. As we can cancel this h term from both sides, after cancellation we can write this equation again as this h get cancelled. So after cancellation we can write P divided by rho g plus V square divided by 2g is equal to P naught divided by rho g plus V square divided by 2g. Now if we multiply this equation, by rho g both sides, then we will get P will be equal to P plus half rho V square will be equal to P naught plus half rho V1 square. So from this equation, if we want to find the value of P, then it will be P will be equal to P naught plus half rho multiplied by V1 square minus V square. Now as from the continuity equation, we got R1 V1 equal to R1 V1 is equal to RV. Now we can replace the value of V. So our value of V will be R1 V1 divided by R. Now we'll replace the value of V in this equation. After replacing, our pressure term P will be equal to P naught plus half rho V1 square minus V1 square minus R1 square V1 square divided by small r square. Now we can take common V from the right side. So after taking common, our pressure term will be P equal to P naught plus half rho V1 square multiplied by 1 minus R1 square divided by R square. Now as we know the velocity of a flask, it is given here as velocity of a flask is equal to V1 equal to under root 2gh. Now we'll substitute the value of velocity of a flask V1 equal to under root 2gh in this equation. So if we substitute the value of V1, then our pressure P will be P naught plus half rho into 2gh, that is multiplied by 1 minus R1 square divided by R square. Now we can cancel this 2.5. So after cancellation, we'll get the pressure P will be P naught plus rho gh multiplied by 1 minus R1 square divided by R square. So our required pressure at the orifice, that will be P equal to P naught plus rho gh multiplied by 1 minus R1 square divided by R square. So this is the required value of pressure at orifice as a function of distance R. This is the required value of pressure.